Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you've had a crack-a-lacking week. It's a Monday at 5 PM here on Grackle. And you know what that means? A new video. Oh yes baby, we're back at it. So today, basically, here in England, Aldi and Lidl have these middle aisles. And in the middle aisles, there's some wild and wonderful products. And in these wild and wonderful products, there is literally all sorts. You can get anything from a buggy to a spade, goodness knows what. But not only do they have all these wild and wonderful products, they also have fun food. They have a section of like fun, unique food, and they're always so interesting. The food there always has me hook, line and sinker. And I thought it would be interesting, maybe we could start a series because each time I go it's completely different, where I try out for 24 hours the food from the middle aisle. Now I think in Lidl it's called the middle of Lidl, and in Aldi it's called the middle aisle. And I think they're both the same kind of thing, but I might be wrong, so please let me know in the comments. But I went with my mum and I got my supplies. We have arrived at Aldi. It's actually a new Aldi, so we don't know what we're getting ourselves in for. And there's a bakery, which I get so confused by Lidl and Aldi. I don't know who's what. We're going up on the travelator, which is always a good time, and the trolley is just stuck there. How cool is that? And no one is here. What the heck? I don't think I've ever been to a dead Aldi.
And it's the
normally they're heaping.
Really...
Why is there no one here? I guess because it's new. We are in, finding all the good stuff. We have hit the middle aisle. Mum is already getting absolutely suckered in, aren't you? A sucker for a sucker. Here we go. There are so many random things in this section. I'd love to know how they pick what goes in their little middle aisle. What the heck? What have they got there?
Candy kittens.
Why have they got candy kittens? What the heck? This is so funny. What's this flavour? Korean. These are so fun. We're having a great time, aren't we, Mum?
We're fabulous.
Garlic and herb. So in here we have all of our goodies, and we're going to get started on breakfast. Now this was in the middle aisle, and I think this is really interesting because this is Kellogg's Oatie's Original Crunch, new for the family. Now one thing about me, if you're new to this channel, is I always like foods that for some reason get cut. They get discontinued, and there was this cereal that I used to love, and it looked like this. Look like this. So I tell you, I can't actually remember what it's even called. For some reason it's gone from my brain, mum brain. I'm really having a moment. I cannot remember what it used to even look like. It was like golden, not Golden Grahams though, which also fantastic. These kind of look like a mixture of the Golden Grahams and the ones I'm talking about. Pop off. I am so excited. So this is what we're gonna have for breakfast. Buckle in your seatbelts. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Also, I'm just a lover of cereal. If cereal was an app, it would be Pinterest. Also, the fridge is real stocked right now. So I hope we're ready, because I also am going to start filming another video tomorrow, a challenge, which will be up next week, because it's going to be a week from today when I film this. So let's get started on trying the middle aisle, number one, Oatie's Crunch. This is what I mean. When I show you the other food, you're going to be like, how is this all in the same? It literally wasn't even in the same aisle. It was in the same like column. This was some of the other bits that we'll try later on today. Weird. Here goes. It kind of does taste a little bit like a Golden Graham, but with a bit more puff in it and slightly less sugar. It's pretty good. So far I think we're off to a winner. And the other thing that's great about Aldi and Lidl, what happened there? I told you I'm a little bit tired today, so bear with me. It is that everything's so cheap. Everything is such a good price. Not bad. Love cereal so much. Hello cherubs, how we doing? It's a little bit later and it's time for a mid-morning snack. And I feel like snack calls for a cookie. Now I have to say, there were a lot of fun things that were like American themed. They weren't actually from America, but they were based in America. And this is an apple pie cookie. They had some other flavours which looked quite interesting. But I made a bit of a boo-boo because next to that, they also had things... Honestly, I love it. I love the chaos of the middle aisle. I just think it's wonderful that they'll have the most random things next to each other. I'm almost like, does the product development team actually try and make it as chaotic as possible? Or how does it work? And how do they get things such... I have so many questions about the middle aisle. I would love to speak to someone who is middle aisle. I made a bit of a whoopsie because I thought this was cookie dough ice cream milkshake. However, we can obviously tell that this is actually a knockoff of Bailey's. And when I got home, my parents were like, you realise that's Bailey's? And I didn't make the connection. I obviously don't really like alcohol. But hey, it's cookie dough ice cream. Hey, who's saying at 10 AM you can't have a little tipple? Should I try a little shot? This might be the like winning moment when I like alcohol. Cookie dough ice cream flavoured country cream. See that? I'm sorry, but that is not clear. That is absolutely not clear. That just looks like a coffee milkshake. So I'm going to try this with apple pie cookie. Oh! This is weird. What the heck? It looks like this. It's like a little... It kind of smells like a go-ahead bar. No. No. It just tastes like a go-ahead bar. I want it to be cookie flavoured. But I do think people would like this. It's very, very strong appley. Okay, first of time, I think that you have seen me do a proper shot. Here goes. Now, to be dramatic, I do not understand how people like alcohol. It tastes like someone sprayed hairspray in my mouth. But you know what? It's a nice... There is a nice flavour of sweetness. Of all the alcohol I've tried, that's probably verging on... I understand why people would like that. Especially if you're like, it's literally burning. It feels like someone's in my mouth. Well, those two are maybe a fail, so let's hope that lunch wins me over. It is lunchtime, my dudes. And you know how I said that they had a lot of American themed foods? Well, when I tell you, they had so many of these stackers flavours, and I kind of thought I wanted to try things that I wouldn't normally try, because that's the whole point of the Aldi and middle aisle, is that you're trying things that you never normally would, because you might find the love of your life. But equally, I suppose if you found the love of your life and you can never have it again, it would be a little bit depressing, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. So I found these hot dog and mustard little Crispies. So I'm going to get some of those. They also had an Asian inspired section, and these salt and pepper crisps fascinated me because I love the salt and pepper crisp. But are they going to taste like salt and pepper crisps that you get in a Chinese? Because that actually does taste different. Like, is it going to have the sort of spring onion flavour? Oh my gosh, it actually does. Wait, what? So we've got some of that going on. I got some blue going on. And then, oh, sorry, did you hear that? My hip needed a little pop. This cream cheese brioche. Tear, share and enjoy. Tear and share brioche marbled with a cream cheese filling. I think there was also one with chocolate, but I kind of thought I should... In my head this was going to be savoury, but I've just realised it's a brioche, so it's not going to be. I also found this, which I actually bought. I wasn't going to buy it, but I bought it because I broke it. I dropped it and I broke it, and the red pieces went flying everywhere. So it's caramel flavoured spread and a hazelnut spread combined. It's a little fusion. They're besties. So we can have some of that. Well, I need to try the brioche first to work out if it is sweet or not, because I thought it would be savoury. Because when you hear cream cheese, you think savoury, but then I'm also thinking in the same vein when you have cream cheese carrot cake. So let's see. Ooh, that feels good. That feels soft. Oh, wow. Look at that. It kind of looks like cake. It's probably not the most nutritional dense food, but sometimes you need foods that make you feel good in yourself. Oh, you know what it's like? It tastes like brioche with the inside of a chocolate twist. That kind of pops off. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Now, let's get some of this chocolate caramel spread on here. All right, we're just gonna get that on there. I mean, nothing really ever compares to Nutella, so that's good. I love the Cadbury's chocolate spread, and that kind of tastes like a hybrid of the Cadbury's one and the hazelnut one. Hey guys. Oh no, oh no. Should I be saying oh yes? That is sublime. Okay. That's just fantastic. That is out of this world. That is wonderful. I already thought the caramel. I'm going to try the hot dog and mustard. This is what I wouldn't normally go for, so that's why I'm trying it, because I wouldn't normally pick it. But I just think sometimes it's good, isn't it? What the heck? How have they done that? That's actually great. I didn't think I was going to like that. You know how ketchup crisps are actually really good? when you go on holiday. It's kind of what this is like, but it's hot dog and mustard. It really does taste like a hot dog and a mustard. Like the best bits of it. What the heck? Texturally great. Anything's go off. This salt and pepper crisp better be good. I don't actually like this one as much. I think it's got star anise or something in it. It's not as good as the other one. Some sort of seasoning as well as the salt and pepper. I'm gonna go and enjoy my lunch. See you on the flip side. Dinner time and the living is easy. Because today we've got a ready meal. Now I personally don't normally like a ready meal. I don't. I think they all taste the same. Not a big fan unless they're really good. Like the cook ones. Oh, amazing. Save me in postpartum. But they had a whole stand of ready meals in this section. They honestly cram so much in, I don't really get how they do it. And the thing that I was interested with, vegetable ravioli. Because I used to hate ravioli. When I was younger, it was the only food, if my mum presented it to me, I wouldn't eat. I ate just about anything. Anything that was in front of me, gobble, gobble. Wouldn't even give it 2 thoughts. For some reason, ravioli, no matter what its form, no matter what its filling, couldn't stand it. So I thought, if in my old age, I actually haven't had it in many years, I was intrigued to see if I'd like this. So it says, empty contents into a non-metallic container, cover with microwavable film or a saucer and cook for full power. Stir and degust. What is degust? I have never heard that before. Okay. Actually looks good. I'm seeing some sort of bay leaf in there. Wow. I always... no, hang on. It smells like plain food. It's going to taste like plain food. We've had a real hit and miss today, haven't we? I feel like I need to do it again, but maybe try more things, because there were so many things I could have tried. Right. Quite a good sized portion, actually. Let's zap this in the micro. I will say, the smell is revolting. Because it smells exactly how I thought it smelled. It smells like, you know, on a plane. I like all the little extras you get on a plane, but I don't ever like the main meal, and it smells like that smell, you know, the smell of dread coming down the aisle, and you think, oh no, what's it going to be for me? Here goes. Pleasantly surprised. That is not bad. I like the texture, I like the filling. I probably personally wouldn't get it again, just because of the bad memories associated. It's edible. Quite easy. Like, there are full on little bits of aubergine, pepper. It tastes not ready meal. It doesn't taste like it came from a packet. Yet again, the middle arm was absolutely popped off the top of my esophagus. Time for dessert. I don't know if you count this as dessert, but what I find weird is obviously Lidl and Aldi and those types are known for doing off brands, but every now and then they'll do a branded thing, and they had a few limited edition things in there that were from brands, and this one is the Football Frenzy Haribo mix. So I'm really excited to see if these taste any different. A fruity mix for all Haribo football fans. It feels like on behalf of Dad. He's a football fan. So let's see whilst we watch a film. Although a lot of them are looking orange flavoured, and I don't... It's weird. Okay, we've got the clear sort of gummy. Okay. That's really good. It kind of just tastes like normal Haribos. Oh, they're so cute. They have these little t-shirts. Can you see? They kind of all just taste like Haribos. What's not to love? And fun little designs. Little trophy. So, love it. Well, I've had a right roaring great time, and I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I have enjoyed filming. I've discovered some great foods. It's just such a fun time browsing, and I love that I have this channel because I can share my love of the fun new foods, supermarkets, all that sort of stuff with you. And if you didn't know, I do have a TikTok and an Instagram where I post all that sort of stuff too. So you can go on over there and check it out if you want. I love you all loads. I hope you have a great week. See you next week Monday for a fun new video, which is why the fridge was fully stocked to 9. Hang on, that was a really bad attempt. Oh, wow. About overshooting it.